So, my friend, we have a message today on how to hurry things up by waiting. They say, hurry it up, chop, chop, get going, right? But quick, you gotta relax. Hurry up and wait. Patience and persistence. How do we get the right mixture, the right blend of the two? Katie, grand rising to you. Hey, Zach, grand rising. Is that Danny? What's happening? Shout out to Danny over there in Georgia. Georgia. Hey, Nat, thank you for being. What's happening, Tim? Appreciate you. So we're going to go ahead and get into the message here for you without further delay. This message actually came to us from our good friend, Ivana. Shout out to Ivana from the Czech Republic. She's always checking in, always tapping in, always swinging through. And I love this message she puts here. She says, you relax on a plane, even though you don't know the pilot. You relax on a ship, even though you don't know the captain. You relax on a bus, even though you don't know the driver. Why don't you relax in life, knowing that the universe is in control? Why don't we relax in life? When we relax in certain situations and certain places around certain people that could be complete strangers, placing our lives seemingly in their hands, right? Trusting them, trusting your Lyft driver, your Uber driver, the next person that you've never met before, but you don't trust life in this way for things to work out. Why not? Why is it hard for us to relax? It was very tough for me to relax in life. In situations where I didn't know what the next move should be, trying to make my next move my best move, like a chess move, but always seemingly going to this job and that job. We were trying to maintain, trying to sustain our relationship, trying to sustain our living in Austin, Texas. We had this townhome, and I believe the rent was around $1,200 or $1,400. And I wasn't making that much, but I was working overnight stocking at a grocery store nearby called HEB for Henry E. Butts in Texas, these grocery stores, right? And we would be staying all night long. I would go in at 10 o'clock at night, and I would leave at 10 o'clock in the morning, from 10 to 10. Now, legally, they weren't actually supposed to keep us that long. But they made up for it with overtime, right? Keeping us from 10 to 10. I became a vampire. I was awake at night and asleep during the day, right? In my coffin during the day. And at night, I would come out to make money, to make funds, just to sustain our living situation. Doing something that wasn't giving me life, that wasn't making me happy, that wasn't fulfilling me, that wasn't my joy, that wasn't even my passion or my purpose. But it taught me some valuable lessons. While working this job overnight, stocking these shelves, right? And during this time, there was Christmas music playing all night long, every single day, the same Christmas songs over and over and over again. I began to put headphones inside my ears and try to jam out, right? Jamming out on the lines. This is actually when I learned how to beatbox. I'm on the lines on the grocery aisle. Everybody's just on their own aisle stocking. You know, I'm over on aisle 6 with the produce and the fruit section. You know, I'm just stocking, I'm learning how to beatbox, I'm teaching myself just to keep myself awake. But guess what? That wasn't enough. Because I put myself in a situation where I had to be up all night, I couldn't relax, I had to force my adrenals into an uncomfortable situation. I developed a voracious hunger for staying awake. I developed a hazardous caffeine habit. One of the coworkers told me, if you want to break a caffeine habit, eat a Fuji apple. So I would start off with 2 Fuji apples, then I would have 2 Gatorades. Then I would have a Monster. You know those Monsters with the taurine and the God knows what inside, the creatine and all that. I mean, the taurine, whatever. I don't know, the enes, right? The chemicals. Creating that chemical imbalance in my body, shooting my adrenaline, spiking it through the roof. If that didn't hold me, I had another Monster on the way. And if that didn't hold me, can you imagine that nearby in the college, there was a girl who was prescribed Adderall. And I would get Adderall from her, and I would take half of an Adderall to keep me up for the rest of the remainder of the shift. So around 5 o'clock in the morning, off of 2 Monsters, 2 Gatorades, and an apple, I'm falling asleep standing up. The caffeine habit had gone so far that I needed an Adderall, such a stimulant as this, to push me further. Then when I took this, I felt like I had all the answers. I felt like the world just opened up to me, like, I understand, I get it. But it was only for a few hours. And then when I went home, I would jump on the bed, plop myself to sleep, and wait to do it again the next day. This went on for a little while, maybe a couple of months. And I'm fortunate that I didn't continue this for a longer period, because the destructive energy that I was using in my body, it wasn't worth it. And at that point, I had gone beyond this point where if I were to stop now, I would have these uncontrollable, these headaches, right? For all the things that I had stressed my body and put it through. Not trusting my own energy, not trusting my own intelligence, not trusting the divine intelligence that things would work out, that things would be fine, that they would be okay. Thinking I could do it all on my own, not trusting myself to relax. It wasn't until 2017 that I discovered 2 applications on my phone, actually in this technology here. One of them called Headspace and the other called Insight Timer. And discovering meditation brought about new revelations for me. It was a game changer. Now I was able to go to different hosting jobs, serving jobs, places where I might have had caffeine, but instead I would meditate. And then I would come around, and while everybody else was stressed and worried and anxiety ridden, I felt like I was just floating. Like I wasn't worried about anything, because I learned how to relax. I love this. Once she stopped rushing through life, she was amazed how much more life she had time for. When we are able to relax, we are able to discover and see the things that were always there. But we weren't in the brainwave state to receive it. We didn't have the awareness to perceive it. We didn't develop the imagination to conceive of it being. Like they say, stop and smell the roses, right? Whenever I was able to start my day off with meditation, with reflection, introspection, it set up the entire day. And now I was able to see the things I needed to see, to hear the things I needed to hear, to breathe differently and receive differently as well. It was a humbling thing and a hard pill to swallow to realize that I chose to struggle because I didn't know how to relax. And that when I finally learned how to relax, how to slow myself down to the speed of wisdom, it was as if no matter how hard the waves were, I was able to float on the ocean We understand that life has a rhythm. The tide comes in, the tide goes out, right? There's an ebb and flow to life all the time, pushing us this way and that, but we don't have to be swayed off course, off balance. There are different types of mindsets. The doer believes, I must do, I must be active all the time, right? Because if I don't swim, I'll drown. But the surrendered, the one who is able to release and relax, they understand that if I don't swim, I'll float. Just like the log in the water, in the river, not trying to swim upstream, yet still going steadily to its destination, making it to shore that much faster because it's not trying to fight the universe, not trying to fight with nature, not trying to fight a natural process. How can we find that we can hurry things up by relaxing? What sort of things could we be missing? I remember I had a friend who said that meditation is the only time where I allow myself to be truly unproductive. And you know, when I heard this, I said, what? Because this confused me. Because to me, meditation was all about productivity. It was slowing down to speed up, slowing down to appreciate, slowing down to have gratitude, slowing down to notice the opportunities and things that were all around us. Like one of my friends says, to see the bird that flies right in front of you and just, you know, the hummingbird that just hovers right in front of you for just a few seconds before going off. To see the dragonfly, right? To hear the cicadas. To hear the birds chirping. To see the sun in all of its glory. When do we stop and pause and just take a moment, however it be brief, to relax? And how could that improve and actually speed up productivity in our lives? Where we don't miss the things that are there for us. The opportunity that comes and knocks. Lastly, I had to realize that life is not a matter of milestones, but a matter of moments. Life is not about accomplishing this and achieving that and doing this and conquering. It's not about the days in our life, but the life in our days. Right? So how much life do you live? How much time do you give to appreciate these moments? You see in this picture, there's a hammock. I feel like happiness lies in the hammock. I love this hammock that I got from my friend Andrew, who just goes all around the US and enjoying life. And he taught me to just relax, man. What's the rush? You know? People would call and they would say, hey man, I know you're busy. I know you're a busy guy. I know you're doing all this stuff. I just want to know, like, is there a time that we could get together? I'm like, hey man, I'm chilling in the hammock. I'm out here in nature right now. People are like, what are you doing? How are you getting all this stuff done when all you do when I come around you is relax? Because I realized this secret. Time is what we make it. And such is life. We can take these moments and we can always find time or make time to relax. And with relaxation, this can birth new creation in your life. Slowing yourself down to speed up. Learning how to hurry things up by waiting. Waiting for the answers that may come to you without even asking questions. When you allow yourself to listen. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for breathing in this space. This was just a message today on how to hurry things up by waiting. True words often seem very paradoxical to me, and I love that you were able to join today. Appreciate you. Oh, Haruka says, I'm pretty relaxed, but some people close to me push me to move. Very interesting. Yeah. That was one of the things that meditation taught me as well. How to not allow myself to be swayed from my own state of being. That you can still be still, What do they say? Peace, be still. I love it. But yeah. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Hey, Lewis was just in your live just a minute ago. Enjoyed the message, brother. Hey, Seetsuke. Looking forward to the Qigong. Hey, Angelo, thank you for being. Hey, much love, Tracy. Appreciate you. We got to get another chess game going. Nikita. Always in divine timing, my friend. Always in divine alignment. Much love. Thank you, David. Thank you, Nada. So, definitely, my friend, take this message with you wherever you go. Spread it to someone who you think would gain value from this. Just tag their name below in the video, or, you could put it on your story. Even one person that is able to receive this is more than enough. Appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your love, your light, your energy, your enthusiasm. And we are continuing. We are moving on, moving forward to brighter days ahead by appreciating the gift that we always have, which is the present moment. Definitely hit the bell notification next to my name to be notified whenever we do these live sessions. And check out the Open Palm podcast. That's the one in the bio up there for you, your listening pleasure, your daily inspiration. My friend, be well, be blessed, never stressed, and understand that you can always allow the rest of your life and the breath of your life to be the best of your life. Take care, my friend. We'll catch you again very, very soon. Much love.